literature. This is the last fifth story. Sci-fi. Burning Chrome. The title is Burning Chrome, is from computer science, as you are students of computer science. This is not literature. I mean, literature bhanera यो ठ्याक्कै literature हैन. Only 5 stories are here. After this, we'll talk about the writing skill, right? Writing skills of English. That's why. Don't worry about this. So, can you guess there is Chrome also and Burning Chrome also? Can you guess what it could be about? Have you watched the movie related to this?
Burning Chrome भने त्यो के रे ह्याङ हुने टाइपको के मतलब रन भइराको तर त्यसको रेस्पोन्स रेट.
Anyway, this is about, well, it's related to, again, cybercrime. You might have heard cybercrime, right? People are indulged in this cybercrime to earn money overnight. And you might have heard hackers and so many other things, right? And it is related to that issue, how people are involved in this sort of cybercrime and what could be the reason behind this. So let's see the author. William Gibson, born in South Carolina, and after his father choked and died while in a business trip, he moved with his mother to Southwest Virginia. Let's not read everything. See, almost at the end of this slide, right? As it did many things. See, distrust, that particular flavor, zero history, spoke country, pattern recognition, neuromancer, and so many other things are there. So all of the writing he did were about science fiction, science fiction. What is the theme of this story? It attempts to portray a typical postmodern setting. Postmodern means its forms and the character and the setting, right? They are not based on certain patterns, certain rules, certain ethics of the society. In this sense, you can say postmodern. So a possibility of it's generally, as I said, the science fiction, it predicts what will happen later, not right now. Mostly, it is about a possibility of how computer system will behave in the future and how people who attempt to bridge them will do so with more advanced tools of time. You might have heard recently one boy, right? He got prize from Instagram, right? Who was he? Can you recall his name? कसलाई थाहा छ? अस्ति भर्खर एउटाले पाएको थियो नि इन्स्टाग्रामको फिचरको बारेमा.
उले $4,000 पाएको.
$4,000 पाएको थियो.
मुक्रेल हो कि के भन्ने थियो न, अहिले नाम चाहिँ.
I forgot his name, right? So in science and technology, if you are students of science and technology, what is necessary is you need to go beyond the invention and you need to explore, you need to invent new thing. Otherwise, your existence is not possible. For example, when you design some program, कुनै पनि program design गर्यो भने design गर्नु भनेको के हो हैन? अथवा if you invent certain robots, right? Its features should be at least a step ahead in comparison to the previous one. Otherwise, your existence cannot be ensured, right? So it also talks about the similar thing. People are entering, hey, we are almost 17, 18. So you have heard, as I said earlier, cybercrime, and it is somehow related to this, you know, in a sense. Moreover, look at here. Here are two characters, Jack and Bobby. These are two hackers also, not only characters here. They are hackers of some sort of sites. So this story illustrates various themes, not only one theme. Yesterday I talked about dystopian society. Society exploited by, destroyed by, right? Deserted by new invention, overpopulation. So you can see the post era of science and invention, right? You can see right now also how society has been changed into different another society, alien society. We hardly talk to other person now, and we hardly talk to people in our society. We want to be limited in our room and with our in our certain nexus of internet, and we continue our life. So this is also a type of desertification because of invention of internet. There are PUBG, there are many other games, right? There is a chat box, Instagram, Emo, Viber, so many other things, and we make community of internet, not the community of human being. And furthermore, we are gradually losing the norms and values of our society. That is another new sphere. You can see peoples are involving in unethical aspects, unethical activities. You can see brutal murder, rape also nowadays, and elopement, marriage also you can see, and such type of relationship. So this type of dystopian society is not only exploited by bombs and other type of devastating thing, but it is the devastation because of what? So-called social media also, internet also, and people, they become more robotic than the past. So elements of future, for example, crime, we can see the different model of crime right now. And ambition, we are too much ambitious to possess materialistic thing. And can see search for love and loss of love, right? Love of internet. What type of love are we searching for? It's different. People are ready to sacrifice everything for their so-called the cyber love, right? And these are some secondary issue. Beside cybercrime, there are other secondary issues like this. How people are indulging in cybercrime one and other sort of unethical practices prevalent in the society, especially because of internet, social media. Furthermore, this materialistic concept. These are the themes, these are the issues raised in this story. As I said earlier, there are two main characters. The story of this story, the plot of this story will revolve around these two characters. Bobby specialized in software, but he is going to retire from hacking and has been looking for one last big score. Big score, let's see here. What does big score mean? It means he wants to earn a lot finally and wants to retire from his job of hacking, his crime of hacking, let's say, not job. So he's a relatively small time hacker because of the threat of trending on the turf of Chrome. See, that is his intention. Do is a small scale, small time hacker. He wants to score high at a time and wants to get retired from this job. Next, Jack is from another sphere, hardware, specializes in hardware aspect of his hacking, duo with Bobby Quinn, right? The two are friends, right? And they are complementary also. You can see one is expert of software and another is expert of hardware. He makes up for losing his arm in a war with his almost bionic arm, and he does everything for fixing and building the hardware he and Bobby use. See his intention. He wants to fix this thing. And to purchasing the necessary hardware and software for their hacking needs. Right? He is ready to do everything. To especially buying, purchasing the thing necessary for hardware and software. So somehow aggressive in this sense. Is anybody saying? So these are two main characters. One specializes in hardware and another in software. See another character. नाम चाहिँ मन परिहालेर आउनु भएन क्या यो मान्छेहरु किन यसरी आएको आफ्नैबाट आउनु पर्यो है यो भएन है यो जे पादिदै हालेर आफ्नै त्यो सफ्टवेयरबाट चाहिँ छिर्नु पर्यो नेक्स्ट इज गर्ल you know the role of girls in the teenagers life and boy also. This Ricky, Bobby's love and new addition to the group as a big score gets planned and executed. They made a big plan, these two. So Ricky was another new character, a part of new plan. That means she's interested in Hollywood scene, means she wanted to be heroine, right? That means as Bobby and Jack pull off the job, she leaves Hollywood, leaving Bobby and Jack in grief. She was there, and especially beloved of Bobby. It means this Bobby sacrificed everything for her. We will talk about this, but later, to be heroine. Maybe she has another intention also. These all are criminal. It's not a honest, decent person. So finally, Bobby was also deceived. So Chrome, there's a lady. She's a big time criminal who deals with money for crime syndicates and has a lot of money, power and connection. There's also a lady, look at here, involvement of lady, although she is not a big part of the plot, she is extremely dangerous target Bobby had chosen to rob, right? Here, the group of people are targeting toward Chrome. She has a lot of things, right? Including Ricky, Bob and Jack, all of them made a big plan to rob Chrome, that means. Don't forget. So Chrome starts the story as someone who is untouchable, but after losing her money, is able to be held to her crimes as she does not have influence and power to protect her. She became helpless at the end of this story. And next one is the Finn. He's also minor character. He is the person who sold Jack the Russian software that was used to pull off the biggest score. Big robbery, that means. So, as a seller, the businessman who sold software for hacking. And you can see the marginalized role of Chrome as well as our central role also. And the key person is Ricky. She was in both party, in the side of Chrome also, in the side of Bob and Jack also. But if you have confusion in the character, tell me, केही समस्या छ यहाँ? Character बुझ्नको लागि समस्या भए भनौँ है. So again, let's see. You'll get idea. To get the real crux of the idea, you need to go through the story. But I'll just try to explore some of the main incident, turning point of the story. It tells the story of two professional hackers, Automatic Jack and Bobby Quinn. These two are main character. Jack buys a piece of unknown software from the Fiend. You know that the Fiend, remember the character? Jack buys a piece of unknown software that turns out to be a sophisticated and almost untraceable Russian hacking software. the hacking software. Jack bought that. It means Jack plays the role of supplier for Bobby because Jack is expert of hardware. He supplies hardware also, software also to Bobby. Remember this. Bobby is the key person here in the sense. So Jack bought a software and provided to Bobby because he's software engineer, software specialist. So he has key role in robbing or doing such type of thing. So Bobby decided to use this software to break in and steal money from a high level and well connected criminal known as Chrome. Chrome is lady, as I said. And she is also not good character. By hacking, she has collected, or from her crime, you can see Chrome means somehow related to crime. There is rhyming. For this purpose, Bobby planned to rob to Chrome. It means it was very big plan they made because she was a rich person and she made her money from Chrome, such type of crime or such type of hacking. So after Jack agrees, means Jack was a supplier, friend also, supplier also. The two hackers successfully break in and steal money as well as take Chrome down, and she became bankrupted. Finally, they were successful, and there is still something more. The final turning point. I'll talk about this in next slide in the plot summary. Do you have any questions here? कसैलाई के सोध्नु छ? Central character, Jack and Bobby, they made a plan to rob Chrome, or they wanted to make huge stack of money. And who possesses huge amount of money? Especially criminal, corrupted person. So they targeted Chrome, who had a lot of money. It was lady, she was lady. So for this purpose, they bought a Russian software from the Fiend, another character, Fiend. And that software was bought by Jack and supplied to Bobby. And as a student of computer science, you know that software engineer only has this type of ability because Jack was hardware engineer, hardware is specialist. So Bobby got the hacker machine software and took consent from Jack, consent, because without consent it would be difficult, and together they made plan. And in their plan there was another character, Ricky, also. She will come later, but right now what you have to understand that they made a plan and they hacked all the money from the account of Chrome and they became successful for a while at this point, right? Let's see what will happen next. It has complete, almost all complete summary. So I have mentioned this as a plot. See, this tells the story of two freelance hackers. It's not a job they're doing willingly, right? So freelance hackers, they were Automatic Jack and the narrator also. And he was also a hardware specialist, engineer, you can say. Supplier also, you can say. Next one is Bobby Quinn. He was software expert, software engineer, and the central character also. He was a planner also of this big crime. So Bobby becomes infatuated with a girl named Ricky, right? You know that in the novel, in the story, in our real life also. What Kajay's problem is? Beautiful girl, right? In the success or to lead to a crime also, it is said that, I'm not blaming here, we have lots of girls here who are listening me. right? There is a role of girl. You can see Ramayana and Mahabharata also, because of the girls there, right? It happened. So Bobby, he was a criminal. He was a hacker. And next reason you need to know that he wanted to earn a lot of money for girls also. And it said that in our country, because of girls, there is a high rate of corruption, right? It could be the reason. Bobby, he wanted to earn money for his girlfriend, Ricky, so that he was involved in criminal, right? You are also software engineer. You will be software engineer later, right? Think about girls and influence of girls, rules of girls in your life, right? Overnight, if you think of earning money, right? What you will be is a criminal, right? So this is a message to you as well. So Bobby becomes infatuated with with a girl. Her name was Ricky, and he wanted to be wealthy overnight because he had to impress her, right? To impress girls, what we do? We wear sophisticated thing, right? We want to show our richness, and generally it is believed that girls are fond of wealth, not money, not everything, right? It is said that, right? It is said that, I'm saying, right? Remember this. So his intention was also to earn money overnight and to influence the girl named Ricky. That's why he was involved there. So Jack has a quite a powerful Russian icebreaker. Icebreaker means that software program. Has a acquired means he bought from the Finn. Finn means another character, the Finn, right? I showed you the name of character in the character list. So what did he do? Jack has acquired a powerful Russian icebreaker program that can penetrate corporate security system. It could break down the security breach. You know the term security breach, what we call in computer science, right? We got this. We obtained one of the most powerful software that could be used in hacking. So Bobby suggests, and it means he obtained that and he handed over it to Bobby because he was a hardware specialist. Maybe he doesn't know how to use that. And it is a work of, it is the job of, it is a function of a software engineer, right? That's why to breach that security breach, Jack bought that software and handed it over to Bobby. And Bobby suggests that they use it to break. They can use it. That means the system of notorious and vicious criminal known as Chrome, right? Kuఖ్યાત, notorious, right? Vicious, every none in the circle, criminal circle. That was Chrome. It was lady. You know that. Criminal attacking criminal here. Exactly, it's not a big crime, but it's also a crime, right? So these are also criminal. Bobby and Queen are also criminal. They made a counter plan, right, to rob another criminal, and her name was Chrome, you know that, and who handles money transfer for organized crime. And Jack reluctantly agrees to help, right? It means the planner of this crime was Bobby. When he got that software from Jack, he made a huge and grand plan. And he was planning final plan as well. That's why what he did was made a plan, and his plan was to break the security breach of Chrome, who was also a criminal and who had made money from organized crime. So when Jack heard the plan of Bobby, he agreed to do that. That means, and finally what happened? The break-in is successful. It means they were able to what? Obtain the money from Chrome's account. That means, and Jack and Bobby impeted, it means Chrome's bank account. They got money. But as I said, in this crime, there was role of Ricky also, Bobby's girlfriend. Remember this. But after they looted the money, robbed the money, and you know that Bobby wanted to impress Ricky, and he gave his money to her, and her plan was to use optic lens and make her eyes attractive and go to Hollywood and become an actress. Remember this. Ricky was also a tricky girl. She was not in real love with Bobby. So what she did was, she got money after that robbery, and she changed her color of her eyes, means she used contact lens and made her eyes attractive. And she finally, what she did, let's go through this. Ricky had been working in brothel with ties to Chrome, right? She was also criminal, right? So what she did? She was working with Chrome, but she also wanted to get money. Maybe Ricky helped to know all the plans, all the security of Chrome to Bobby and Jack. That's why they were able to do that. So what happened then? She used to work in brothel. She was criminal also. She was prostitute also. See. And she had one aim, intention. She wanted to go to Hollywood and wanted to become an actress. So what happened then? Ricky was friend of Chrome, and Ricky was girlfriend of Bobby also. See the ties of this criminal. So she uses her earning to buy a set of cybernetic eye implants for herself and go to Hollywood. Right? After helping Bobby and Jack, Ricky also got a lot of money, huge amount of money, and she used that money to purchase cybernetic eyes. Right? It is not only contact lens. Cybernetic eyes means I think she could see lots of things, like it could work like a camera also, I think. So she got that. However, Jack uses his money to switch her plane ticket to Shiva City, where Ricky has always dreamt of going. Right? This means Ricky got her share also, and she also got Jack's share also, right? And she also got share from Bobby also. So she went there, that city where Shiki has always dreamt of going. And he also buys at the time, right? Also buys ticket for her returning tickets also, but she never returned back. And in this way, the story ends here. You have any question here? You have? So what is the conclusion? It was supposed to be a fiction, this is a sci-fi, but it was supposed to be about gadgets, technology, and future. That is the nature of sci-fi, science fiction, gadget, technology, and future. But it has many social issues as well. You can see that means it was so much more and many things. Or you can see the influence of technology on human life, that means. So the author was using everything, the language used, the computer, the various activity that the character engaged in to illustrate the complexity of life. So because of invention of science and technology, gadgets, right, internet, and so many things, our life has been converted into a complex phenomenon. Life nowadays is very complex, that means. So as it is clear from the Burning Chrome analysis, the characters represented humanity and the challenges and pressure that humanity had to deal with in the past decade. can see the humanity in the near future, in the coming decades. Gradually, humanity from the heart of people is slowly declining, decreasing, and it wants to show how human will treat, how human will behave in near future, in coming future. That is another issue. So the world has radically changed by technology, that it now dictates man's way of life. Bobby, Jack, and Ricky also illustrated real life problems that include money. You can see the issues here: money, love, friendship, boredom, lust, and everything else related to it. Right? Lust means the infatuation for sexual intercourse. Right? So, because of gadget, technology, or internet, mostly this story wants to convey that we are losing our humanity. As I said earlier also, see the situation, crime in our society. People are brutal, they are inhuman. Even they can chop the head of their wife and husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, etc. There is no relationship like brother and sisters also, and brother and brother also, father and children also. So gradually, because of globalization, and especially the result of science and technology, which helps to convert the world into a village, techno village, it has made human rather a machine. They are practicing inhuman practices in our society, and we are forgetting our humanity. This is my conclusion. If you have any question, please let me